You're watching The Big Story here on Mirror Now. I'm Amita Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines. Furious residents of Bandra in Mumbai approach BMC chief over demolition of Holy Cross. Ajay Mehta reassures residents action will be taken on guilty.
This is a full-time job. I think it is practical that we pay a decent amount to our councillors. That was the idea behind this motion.
No work on ground, but Mumbai's corporators want a fatter pay check. Newly elected BMC corporator demands 400% hike in salary. And Mumbaikars heading for a major monsoon gridlock. Nearly 30% of Mumbai roads dug up. Only 34% of the ongoing repair work seems to be complete. Straight up to our big story, the anger of citizens over the demolition of 122-year-old Holy Cross in Mumbai's Bandra does not seem to end. In fact, residents led by Bandra West MLA Ashish Shelar spoke to the BMC chief on Tuesday. Shelar said that Ajay Mehta has assured action if someone is found guilty. We spoke to him just after the meeting. Listen in.
There is a very peaceful meeting with all the communities. There were two actions took place in the last 3 days prior, one against Temple and one against Cross. Both the caretaker of Cross and Temple feels that the due diligence has not done. The action was not done as per the High Court's order. That was their saying. We called all the religious structure people here today with them in the meeting, and all the religious structures caretakers were present with the all BMC and police officers. The Supreme Court order of 2009, the High Court's order of 2016, everything has been discussed. Then I had a conclusion by talking to the Commissioner, Mr. Ajay Mehta. We demanded two things. Number one, that all the 38 religious structure, including Temple, Cross, Buddha Vidyar and everybody, should get an opportunity to knock the court door. Therefore, 1 month's time should be given, minimum. That has been agreed upon. And number two, whatever action has been taken on the Cross and Temple that day, whether that has been done by proper following due process or whether High Court's order has been followed in true spirit or not, for which the inquiry needs to be done. I appeal it to the Commissioner. Commissioner Ajay Mehta replied to me on a speakerphone that he will call for all the papers. They will see how the list has been prepared. While preparing the list of B category, whether the application of mind has been done or not, from there till the action, whatever has happened will be scrutinized, will be inquired, and if needed, those who has violated court's order, action also will be initiated against them.
So you're saying in case if certain BMC officials like Mr. Ugade are found to be guilty, action will be taken against them, sir?
I will not say about ABC. The inquiry has to be done first, which has been agreed by the Commissioner. Whether the prior ward officers, whether the prior engineers has also interpreted the High Court order or not, one has to look into that. And then after High Court's order, whether this demolition has been done as per the High Court order has to be also looked into. So all these things will be in the court of Commissioner now, and he will do the inquiry.
BJP's Ashish Shelar, of course, saying that inquiry will be conducted along with BMC Chief Ajay Mehta there. In fact, we have Shivangi Shukla joining us live from Bandra now. She joins us with a couple of citizens and the corporator of the area. Shivangi, let's get in the first-hand report of what exactly happened on the day of the demolition. Get us some voices.
You didn't answer my question.
Right, Amita. This cross was built in 1895, and as a matter of fact, this street is called De Monte Street. And I have with me,
I'm the
she's the great-granddaughter of
Dr. Anaclet De Monte. The street was named after his family, his father. And my mother is a De Monte. We are still living there. She's 84 years old. In the house, just 2 houses away, it's 150 years old. It's the first house of the De Montes. And if anybody knows, half of Bandra was owned by the De Montes. So this street is really very old.
Right. And I just want to know what exactly happened on the day of the demolition. Was it a surprise sprung on you?
Yes, very much, because I got to know of the demolition just the night before, and the next morning I ran to Raja's office, and myself and the gentleman at the back, Vincent. So we both went there and we informed him that the demolition squad is on their way here to demolish the cross. So we informed as many neighbors as possible to gather here in front of the cross. But they came with a team of over 100 policemen, and they started bulldozing the cross.
Right. And did they mishandle anyone? Was there any kind of force being used?
Yeah, they were using that force of polices and police ladies. In that two of one lady and one boy who were badly injured and brushes were there. They did not lathi charge, but they were pushing and catching hands so tight that blood stain is still there. I can rightly show one of the ladies whose blood stain is still there.
Right.
She's standing there.
Yeah, so it must be was quite a surprise for you when this happened. Okay, I also have with me the local cooperator Mumtaz Khan. Can you tell us exactly what happened, and were you aware of this move by the BMC?
No, I was not aware of it. I just came to know in the morning.
Right. And I also have with me Mr. Rehbar Khan. He is the former cooperator of this ward. You attended the meeting today? Were you there at the meeting?
I was there.
Could you tell us about the meeting and what exactly are the steps being taken to make sure that the citizens get justice?
See, basically, this meeting was of no use, because this should have. We were meeting the local BMC officers, the ward officers, and everyone. We councillors were there, and the people caretaker of the cross was there. Bombay Catholic Sabha, who's taking care of this. David was there. He's an architect, and he's looking after the paperwork of all the crosses. And we were meeting them. We were having talks with them. Never they mentioned to us that they are going to take this drastic step. And we had given in writing so many times, at least 6 to 7 times we have given in writing, we have submitted documents. Over the years, this issue is going on from 2003. On 3rd of April, I think, 3rd of April we had a meeting, and we put forth our points, we showed our papers, we interpreted the court orders for them, okay, what is the thing. He said he will look into it, the ward officer said he will look into it and get back to us. So when an officer of the ward officer's rank says this, that I will look into it and get back to you all. So it is like we were relaxed, like we didn't find it any urgency to move the court or something. And suddenly on Saturday morning, Vincent and people came to my office. The cops have gathered here, so something is going to happen. So I came along with them, and then I saw this thing, and the officers came with the bulldozers and all. And
So do you think there's a major miscommunication between the BMC and the corporators? Is that why there was no, you did not know from before? Or
They knew very well that we had the papers were submitted to them.
Right.
So it's not that they didn't know, and also they knew it was on private land. It is not on street land. They've been shown papers that this cross was on private land, so what more?
So why this misconception that this is public land when it's actually private property, like the citizens are saying?
He has the papers.
Okay, please tell us about this, and what is this confusion about public and private land?
The whole court case hinges on the fact that illegal structures built on public land are expected to be taken off and demolished and put into 2-3 categories. One is a tolerated one is to be removed and relocated. And despite everything else, even if at the end of the day it was an illegal structure on public land, the court has given orders until the 17th of November 2017 to act on this, move it to some place, treat it with a certain amount of respect and dignity, understanding that it's a religious structure. In this case, it is none of the above. It is on private land. The compound of this structure extends beyond, and this is where it has been constructed. We gave him the papers. We also have a CTS record. We have all these details, and it's a very old cross extending way beyond the datum line that we have for the Bombay Municipal Corporation, which is 1962. There was a lady here saying that when she got married in 58, she came here. They said press at this cross. So it existed before 62. And yet, despite all this evidence, they still come ahead. We had a meeting. He said, we'll get back to you. Never got back to us. Served a notice and demolished.
Okay. And so the information that we have now is that tomorrow you are going to stage a protest. Yes. So what is the agenda for tomorrow?
We are very upset. Everybody here is very upset about it. We have gone and met officially. Well, officially it was called by the local MLA. I have been asking for the AMC who took the action to call for a regular meeting. He promised that he would call for a regular meeting. We still haven't got that regular meeting. However, we are going tomorrow to register the deep hurt of all the sentiments of people. Whenever anything like this goes down, there is a hurt. What is compounded is that this fact that this was not to be touched at all under this particular PIL. You could have gone under it under anything else. You could have said it was illegal under any other thing, not under this one, which is a PIL on public land where there are illegal crosses. This is neither illegal nor is it on public land. And therefore we are all the more hurt. We are going to register our protest there, okay, and take a memorandum to him asking him that, you know, you better get this right. We are demanding that this cross be put back by the authorities who took it down.
Okay, so also have any of you tried to go to the Bandra Thane here and ask what happened? Because I had gone there 2 days ago to find out, and they said the person in charge was not there, present at the Thane, so they had no information at all. So was there, did you go to the police station and find out what happened, or ask for more details perhaps?
We immediately filed. We went and met the senior inspector. Look, it's a little funny. He provides the support of the police to the security to the very person who is taking down the cross. Then we go to him saying, please give us some relief because this was an illegal action. He heard us out and he said, we'll record your statement. And we said we want to file an FIR, and they've taken a statement, taken our signatures, and they said we have to now send it to our legal department to file an FIR. I hope that they do file an FIR eventually. Whatever it is, we've done what we have to do. We will now take some kind of action, even legal action. We are seriously contemplating some legal action to be taken to see that we get justice. Okay? I do hope they file the
unhappy
FIR
with
because
the
we feel
BMC's
that it was
move.
unjustly done. Even at the time when the demolition was taking place, we had the papers with us. Refused to look at the papers.
1 hour we were trying.
Residents, they're extremely unhappy with the BMC's move. Now they're looking at legal options as well. That's what we're hearing from residents. Now let's listen in to the Assistant Municipal Commissioner of H West Ward, Sharad Ugade, who is in the line of fire for his demolition drive.
I spoke to your seniors at the BMC officer. They've been saying go and speak to you, it is in your jurisdiction. So you are saying now to ask them. If you can just tell us that day, was due process of law taken? Or as locals say that, you know, besides the CTS number was already there, you did not listen to them?
In this case, we have followed a due process of law.
Yeah.
And as per the directions, the government GR, and as per the High Court order, we have followed the due process of law.
Yeah. So Mr. Ashish Shelar came out now and he said an inquiry will be ordered, not just against you, but all those who are concerned. He said he did not name you there, but he says probably once if that is found that the authorities did not follow the due course of law, strict action will be taken. Do you then see, sir, that officers heads being rolled, would you also step down? Because these are serious charges, sir, because it's become a very communally sensitive issue, that's it.
We are following the law, that's it. This is my say.
So you believe that in whole honesty your job was done that day?
Right.
So there is one also allegation that you picked up the file that was given to you by Mr. Kardos and you did not allow him to bear back, which was bearing the survey number.
Time to time the hearings have been given and it has been cleared also that what kind of procedure is being followed.
Okay. So now will the cross be restored once again, which is the demand of the locals?
No.
It will not.
I won't comment anything.
The Assistant Municipal Commissioner there being very, very clear, saying that the cross will not be put back. And they also said, of course, that they've taken all due action. And they allege that this is, of course, public land. We still have Shivangi with the residents and the corporator in Bandra with us. Shivangi, you know, the other big question that we're also asking here is what was the corporator doing at the point, at the time when the demolition was taking place? Does it also mean that the corporator has absolutely no influence in the BMC's decision?
Okay. Well, that's a very interesting question. Let me put it to the corporator herself. From studio, we are asking that when the demolition was taking place, if you could stop it, because since you're the local corporator, why couldn't you stop this demolition? And is it possible that they are not listening to you or you have no say at the BMC?
See, it's not like that. Whatever actions was being taken, they were specifically saying that it's on the court orders. And when a court has given orders, but the court order has to be interpreted. We tried one hour. We tried our best to show the papers, explain to this. In fact, on the site when the demolitions, when those officers came, only the assistant engineer was present and other junior officers. On our request and on our pressure, the ward officer came down here, and after that, for half an hour, we were trying to explain to him, showing him the papers. So it was this, basically they were saying it's a court order. Now, being a public representative, I have my limitations. And if court is there, I cannot contempt of court. And these people, they had so much police force, they pushed all the senior citizens, they pushed me. They pushed me through. It's not just cross, the mandir also they demolished there. So they pushed me from there also, they pushed me from here also. Only what was I was just telling them to interpret the court order. You are doing something very wrong. So this was the whole thing, and the police, there was so much police, ladies, police, gents, police officers, everybody was. The police force was extensive, police force was there, and it was this. So basically they were saying that we are following the court orders. We all tried our level best to do it, but it was this.
Right. So there you go, Amita. The residents here are very angry and they're all set to protest tomorrow. Back to you.
Also, Shivangi, the other question is, going forward, sources at the BMC, of course, tell us that, a demolition is going to continue to take place. So, is the corporator, chalking out a plan at this point in time?
BMC ये बोल रहा है, according to sources, that demolition continue होगा. It will keep happening. So is there any plan for you in the future to make sure that this doesn't happen again and the people don't suffer and their sentiments don't get hurt?
What can we do? If we have documents to prove that it shouldn't be done and they still do it, then what can we do?
What is this? This is not.
There is a constitution which governs this. We follow the constitution, and we spoke to him, we had a meeting, we showed the papers. After that also, if he's not agreeing to it, we will go to the courts. Today, in the meeting was kept by the MLA, and all these things were specifically told in the meeting. And we had decided to go to court because we don't trust them now, basically. So irrespective of whatever they say, whatever they do, we are going to court. That's final.
Right. There you go, Amita.
If the government doesn't protect the citizens, then where do we go?
Right.
We want the government to help us, to protect us. It's not that we are doing something illegal. If we were doing something illegal, I understand.
Right.
But if we have the rights, we have the papers, then we need the government to support us and not to hamper us.
They should have given us time, 1 or 2 days, to prove our papers.
Right.
Okay, we showed you the papers. If papers are not proving this cross is legal, they should have gone ahead. This is not demolition. This is desecration of cross. This is very dangerous. They have used bulldozer for a cross. That is wrong. Literally wrong. It is hurting us.
Yeah, right.
Being a Muslim, it has hurt me. I was born in Bandra. This cross is there since I am 50 years old. It's there.
Right. So absolutely, Amita, as you can see, that a lot of residents here were brought up here and they have fond memories of this place and they do not like this move by the BMC at all.
All right, do stay with us. We in fact spoke to Deputy Municipal Architect Heritage Umesh Nangarkar, who stated, and I quote, "Crosses except for Carter Road in Bandra are not protected. The cross is not a listed heritage structure or monument as per development control regulations. So it does not have any protection from heritage point of view. But the ward officer in the BMC did not consult the heritage department before demolishing it." Meanwhile, the MLA from the area, Ashish Shelar, also has tweeted, we understand, a little while ago on the matter. He said that CCTV cameras will be installed at all religious structures in 2 months. He's also said that in demolitions taken so far, all papers and documents will be rechecked by Municipal Corporation, and action against guilty of willfully hurting sentiments will be taken as well. Shivangi, are residents happy now with the meeting that they have had with Ashish Shelar? He's also tweeted out saying that an inquiry will be conducted and guilty will be taken to task.
Right. Okay. So, there was a meeting today with Ashish Shelar, and he is saying that if anybody is found guilty of wrongdoing, they will be punished or they might be taken to task. Are you happy with that? Do you think something might come out from this?
Has to be taken to task. They have to be taken to task because we were providing papers. They should have listened to us. Just going on demolition without any this thing is wrong. They should be punished for this.
Yeah. So do you think that action will be taken?
1.5 years back, Campacola, you must have heard about a structure in Bombay, which was ordered by High Court to be demolished, ordered by Supreme Court to be demolished. But the government had the intent and the BMC had the intent to save the houses of the people who are staying there. That structure is still standing there. Orders are given to get that thing demolished. So if there is a will and if they really want to help us, they can, this court order being, if there is a court order, the government can become party to it, and they are public prosecutor who was there, PP is there, can verify, tell the court that these people have the documents. This is on private land, that is also on private land.
You have faith that
we have faith. This is a wrong thing that has been done to us. It's not this is a legal cross. It's not it's a very sentimental one for us, because every month of May we all gather around here and say the rosary. We also every month once a month we gather around saying the rosary. We all meet as a community. It is a wrong thing that is done. Communities come together.
We have studied in convent schools, we have attended masses, we sit in rosaries, we are part of the cross feast which is held, everything. So this in Mandra is called Queen of Suburbs. We live in harmony, peace in this. So everybody is hurt. The way it was demolished, the way the bulldozer was used to pull down the cross and this, and it was so bad. You know, like from the time I'm born, I've never seen something so bad.
Yeah. So a lot of you were you had your child, you grew up here, and can you share some very fond memories of this place and maybe something which you remember now?
I am 50 years old now, and I've been born. I just stay opposite this cross over here. It is something which is very, we feel hurt that from red childhood this cross has been in front of us. We played around it, we prayed around it, and today we see that this cross has been desecrated. It's totally blasphemy, and we are totally hurt. This cross which we revered not only by Catholics but by every community over here in this area, people who pass by revere this cross so much, and today we have this cross demolished by the BMC in such a rude manner. They bulldozed the cross entirely, uprooted the foundation of this cross.
You are very emotional. Why are you so emotional?
I'm the main. I would like to talk here. People, for the past 2 days, people have not had their lunch, they have not had their dinner properly. The people crying, coming in front of this cross and literally crying. We can't bear to see this happen, and I want Sharad Ugade not only transferred, but I want him suspended from office. Right. That is my demand and the demand of every person around this cross.
Yeah, absolutely. Amita, so there you have it. They all said to protest, they all said to make their voice heard.
Okay, Shivangi, we have just about 2 minutes left on the show. A last question to citizens out there in Bandra. The other concern at this point is that the heritage officer, of course, coming out and saying that the BMC did not take permission from the heritage department. So we know that citizens are now looking at legal options, but what are their demands overall before the plan on the protest tomorrow?
Okay, so now the structure has been raised. What is your demand? What do you say you want justice? What do you want? What do you want from the BMC?
We want this cross to be revealed immediately, first thing. Second thing, whatever that nonsense B category list is there, it has to be cancelled, and collect our documents and remove all our legal structures, crosses and whatever other religious structures are there from this list. Simple, it is simple.
We want an apology from the BMC.
Apology alone does not serve purpose. We want action. That's what we want. We want justice, and we want that cross to be rebuilt by them, because they are the ones who dropped it down.
Right. Okay. So Amita, clearly they don't want an apology, they just want action and they want justice. That's their voice right here on this show.
Right, citizens want justice there. So this is where it stands. Residents allege that this is private property and the cross is nearly 122 years old, which means that there is some historical significance to it. On the other hand, the BMC alleges that this was public land. They also allege that the structure was illegal. We'll keep a very close watch on the story when it develops. That's a big wrap on the big story here on Mirror Now. Stay with us.